Hi everybody, this is Rose of Sharon, and I'm back again with another book review. I just recently finished the 7th book in the Wheel of Time series called A Crown of Swords. And, of course, we all know from previous books that Randall Thorne is hearing voices. And it's been established that it's the voice of Lews Therin, who was one of the Dragons Reborn. And it's interesting that it's a specific Dragon Reborn, and a insane one at that. One that had absolutely no shame, didn't seem to really have any empathy or moral fiber coursing through his being, is just a constant distrata that's ruling him, and you think, oh God, if that becomes, if he actually turns himself over to that, then maybe it's better if those who are part of the darkness would be the ones that are victorious. Well, I don't know. I shouldn't really think that, but in that case, it sort of makes you think a little bit better of all of the different factors involved with the. Gosh dang it. I wish you'd stop calling me. It just makes you think about all the different factors in everybody involved with the opposing side, or those in the dark, I should say, those of the dark. Plus, we all know that the Aes Sedai can't be trusted. We know this. We've known it forever, and 7 really establishes that, and we get to encounter an actual gray Aja, which before there were other Ajas that were important within the scheme of the Aes Sedai themselves and what functions they held and their importance, but we've never really had a lot of information on gray Aes Sedai, if they do exist, and this is the only time, as far as gosh! No, well, you can't call me anymore, and I'm sick and tired of you calling me. Okay, sorry about that. Anyway, as I was saying, this is the first and only time that I can remember actually encountering a gray Aes Sedai. And we don't really get a lot of information about her, honestly. So she is a very enigmatic figure, and I was hoping that Robert Jordan would discuss a little bit, because he's so good at delineating just all the different parts of hierarchy, what's known as a game of houses, different characters, their importance, their dynamics, their psyche, especially with Rand. And you really feel for Rand. Rand is a character that you want the best for, even though you know he's marching off toward certain doom because of the prophecy about him. And he even is aware of that. He's teetering on absolute insanity, going berserk, hearing Lou's voice in his head. It's compelling. It's just absolutely fascinating. I think I really like Rand. I've come to really like his character quite a bit. I love Moraine, and they killed her off. Moraine was my favorite, and then they killed her off, and I thought, no, because I thought that she was the one who was instrumental in pointing out that there was dissension in the ranks of Aes Sedai, and I thought, yeah. I mean, I had a feeling because she had always had a discernment about that, and she was wise, and she was a Christ figure. So yeah, this is really sad. I thought, they have other characters I like just as well as her, but she was my favorite. I enjoyed her character so much. It's just a pity that she got killed off so early in the series. Um, on onward in the story, we discover that there is a drought. Well, actually, it's not really a drought that's happening, but the climate, the temperature in Tyr and all surrounding lands, it's become unbearably hot, and I think it's part of what the Dark is doing. What's known as the taint, because there are powers at work here that are changing the weather, and I thought, oh dear, sounds apocalyptic. But I'm now reading the eighth book, which is Path of Daggers, and it's probably the shortest book in the series as far as I know, because Crown of Swords wasn't really that long. All the other books are at least 900 pages. Crown of Swords, let me do a quick look-see here. I'm not counting glossary. Yeah, counting the quote at the end, it's 666 pages long. Path of Daggers, I'm not sure. It doesn't feel like it's going to be a typical length for a Wheel of Time book, but despite that, I'm really interested in seeing what happens in that particular episode. I call them each episodes because they go along in such a way that we leave off on a cliffhanger, then we begin right where we left off with characters that we're familiar with in these situations that we see unfold through Robert's just incredible prose. I can't really say that much else about Crown of Swords other than each book gets subsequently better as he continues to flesh out his world, all the different lands in the world, the characters, just the the deceit, the dissension, the coups, the bloodshed. There's a lot of gore. There's quite a bit of gore. There's probably, well, I would have to say this is the goriest. That it ranks up there. It's gory. But there's a massive epic battle that's just insane. And we're not out of the woods, basically. That's how I feel about it. And I think I'm right on the money there. But I'm really eager to see where this goes from here. We all know what Rand has to do. We all feel for him. It'll be intriguing, especially with the prisoners that have been brought forth. The one Aes Sedai was found out to be Black Aja. I think, I mean, you had a feeling. You thought, yeah, I figured you were all along, and you thought you could hide among your other sisters or sister-kin, or they call them half-sister. It depends on how they see each other, because they have a very intriguing kinship. I like the kinship that Aes Sedai have. It's interesting, although I feel that their that their organization is most definitely a cult, because of the way you feel about it, and by the light and all the things they say. And I know that's Jordan is making a direct reference to fundamentalism and that whole mindset, and Yeah, I noticed it right away. I thought, ooh, yeah, you're getting into some territory that makes some people mad. But for me, I think, yeah, I'm of the ilk. I'm Christian, but I'm of the ilk and my belief that I don't think fundamentalism is what Jesus wanted. But he had his own harsh words, granted, but still, I don't think that's how he would have done things. Just saying, or how he would have wanted his disciples to do things. Uh, oh well. Anyways, that's basically all I have to say about Crown of Swords. It's May the 4th, so happy Star Wars Day. I got my hair up in Princess Leia buns. I looked at a tutorial. It was easy. First time doing it. I wore whole outfit. It's kind of modern chic Leia. Uh, people liked it. I was a little bit afraid that I would get laughed at when I did this at work because they were basically giving us free reign to cosplay. I thought, yes! So yeah, I got a little bit excited. And if they gave me free reign to cosplay, you better bet your bippy I'm gonna be cosplaying. But beyond that, I really don't have that much else to say. I got a lot to do, so I will be seeing y'all later. Live long, prosper. Ciao tutti!